Yo, what's going on YouTube? D-Boy the Great is coming at y'all, man. And I'm doing something different on the YouTube channel. If you haven't seen my last video with the story time episode 1 that I uploaded, please go check it out. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. But on this video, we are gonna go over, in my opinion, the top 10 video games of all time. My favorite top 10, okay? You can have your own opinion in the comment section down below, or you can even make your own video, okay? But this is my video. And in this video, I'm going to go over 10 video games that's made a huge impact on me. 10 games that really I put a lot of hours into. Okay? So not in no specific order or anything like that. I'm going to go over 10 video games that's very important to me. Okay? And if you like any of the games that I'm going to mention in this video, make sure you leave a comment down below and be like, yeah, man, I used to play that game all the time, or something like that, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get to number 1 video game. All right, so the number 1 game on this list, I have to start off with Beautiful Joe. Yes, Beautiful Joe, the first game, okay? Man, let me tell you, I got this game for Christmas one year. I didn't know nothing about Beautiful Joe. Who knew about Beautiful Joe? I don't even remember seeing a commercial for Beautiful Joe. It was just a game, like the cover of the game looked so cool to me. I'm like, I got to play this game. And man, let me tell you, Beautiful Joe is a very special game to me. As a matter of fact, hold on. Give me 1 second. Now, just to prove to y'all that I love Beautiful Joe, I actually have the Beautiful Joe game on the game from the GameCube. I don't even have a GameCube no more, bro, and I still got this game. You feel me? I love this game. I will never get rid of this game. Once I finally get me a GameCube again, or I can find out a way I can play this, I'm gonna be playing it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Beautiful Joe is just amazing, man, with the speed and the slow down mechanic, and then he got the zoom in. I wasn't a huge fan of Beautiful Joe 2. You can play with Sylvia, his girlfriend, and you know, it was interesting because, you know, she's completely different from Joe, but there will nothing be like the first Beautiful Joe game, man. And that's gonna be the number 1 on the list. Okay, so number 2 on my list is going to be Donkey Kong 64. Man, let me tell you something. I still have the Nintendo 64 that Donkey Kong 64 came with. It came with the 64 and it came with the game. I don't have the game, but I still got my Nintendo 64, y'all. It's see-through green, it's got dust on it, you feel me? But man, let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you something. When I got my Nintendo 64, I played the hell out of Donkey Kong 64. Like, I played it so much. I remember my mom told me a long time ago, she was like, tell that boy to get off the game and go outside and do something. Okay, because I spent so many hours playing Donkey Kong 64, man. It was just such a great game at the time, man. It was just amazing, bro. Like, you can play with Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Tiny Kong, Lanky Kong, and Chunky Kong. I pretty sure. You can play with 5 different Kongs. They all play very differently. And I just, man, like the Nintendo 64 was so different. It was, you could play 3D games, like things were 3D. You can move around and do things. You know what I'm saying? And Donkey Kong 64, bro, was the game for me. It was like an eye-opener game. Okay, and man, it took me a long time to beat the game. When I was a kid, bro. I was a kid when this came out. Okay, so there was no YouTube. There was no strategies you can go off of. You just had to play the game and beat the game, bro. And I remember back in the day, my cousins, they live in Atlanta now. They had, I think they had Donkey Kong 64 as well. And you know, I used to go over their house, and they used to be farther than me. How'd you get there? How'd you get there? You know, stuff like that. And I remember they used to help me and tell me like, hey, you gotta do this, you gotta do that type of thing. And like those were like the golden times of playing video games, bro. Like you couldn't go on the internet to get no help. You had to go do it yourself, or have a family member or a friend or somebody you knew that can help you get through certain things. But yeah, Donkey Kong 64 is number 2 on my list. Right. Number 3 on the list is Sonic Adventure 2. Okay, now let me tell you something, bro. I played a lot of Sonic Adventure, the first one on the Dreamcast I had, and it was a great game. It was a great game, but then when Sonic Adventure 2 came out, man, I was mind blown. I'm like, is he really grinding on a rail with his shoes? That was so crazy to me, man. I played the hell out of Sonic Adventure 2 when it first came out. I still got it on my Xbox, and I just uploaded a video. I'm going to do the whole playthrough of Sonic Adventure 2 before the new movie comes out. So be sure to go check out the Sonic Adventure 2 video that I uploaded. And yeah, be looking out for more videos of Sonic Adventure 2 on the channel. I'm going to just relive my childhood with that game, man. I'm going to do Hero and Dark and the last episode of the game. There's not too much more I can say about it because I'm going to be playing the game on my YouTube channel, so be sure to check that out. Okay. Alright, number 4 on my list is Jet Set Radio. Man, let me tell you something, bro. The Dreamcast was just a great system at the time, man. And who knew this game was going to be such a great game, bro? I played Jet Set Radio because, for one, the cover of the game looked amazing to me. And it was just something different, man. This soundtrack is amazing. The characters, they dance and they groove, and they got style, and they on these razor blades, and man, it's just a great game, bro. That was another one of those games that it took me a while to beat. Because I was like stuck on certain missions, because for one, Jet Set Radio, you can't really like hit the enemies, the ones that's like trying to shoot you. You just gotta run, you gotta avoid them at all costs. But yeah, man, Jet Set Radio is one of them games, bro. Like I said, this is my all-time. Okay. Number 5 on the list is a game that is so underrated. They need to redo this game, put it in HD, do what they have to do for this game. And that game is Def Jam Fight for New York. Okay, bro, this game is like it's so much different from the first Def Jam Vendetta. Def Jam Vendetta was like strictly a wrestling game with rappers and uh, hip hop stars and the ladies and stuff, the hip hop, whatever, vixens, the video vixens, whatever, man. But man, Def Jam 5 from New York had so many rappers that I was never really familiar with until I actually played the game myself. It put me on to so many rappers, man. And you got to create your own character and build them up and make them a certain way how you want to play it. It's just a great game, man. And I wish I can download it on my Xbox and play it. But like Def Jam 5 for New York is one of those uh legal nightmares to try to get that game to come back alive some type of way. Um, a lot of those rappers on that game has passed away, so a lot of them can't. They don't have a say so in. Yeah, I want my character to be in the HD version or something like that. But yeah, man, Def Jam 5 for New York is that game, bro. Played it so much. I played it so I beat the game. I beat like Snoop Dogg. You throw him out the window, and then it's like I think I want my character to be even better. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to give him a different fighting style. It was that type of game, bro. You can go back and play it over and over and over again. But yeah, Def Jam 5 from New York. Okay, number 6 on my list is a fairly newer game, and I have to pick this version because it is the best version of the game, and that is Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Bruh. This saying everyone is here is basically what the game is all about. It has every single Super Smash Brothers from all the previous games, and plus newer characters and DLC. This game is just incredible, bro. I still haven't beat World of Light yet. I don't know, bro. It's just an incredible game. I would have put Super Smash Bros. 64 in this category, but it's like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the game, bro. It's the game, and I play it so much with my kids. They love it. It's just the best version of Super Smash Brothers. I had to put Smash on the list, man. But yeah, number 6 is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Okay, number 7 on my list is Monster Hunter World. Now, this game is super good game. I didn't know nothing about Monster Hunter. I don't even know what made me pick this game up and start playing it, but I have so many videos on my YouTube channel of me playing Monster Hunter World, okay? Like, for real. Man, it's just one of those games that took so much of my time, bro. Like, I put so many hours into Monster Hunter World, and then on top of that, you can play with your friends and strategize and take down these monsters, man. You gotta have a good team. Or your armor has to be in tip-top shape, the best armor you can get, the best weapons you can get before you can play solo. If you're not playing solo, you gotta have a good team, bro. You got to have a good team. And Monster Hunter World, man, is a great game. It's really hard to explain for anybody that has never even heard of it or seen it. I have videos on my YouTube channel. All you gotta do is put in my YouTube channel name and then put Monster Hunter World. I bet you a video or like 10, 15 of them will pop up. Just watch it, bro. Just watch it. I did not beat the DLC Iceborne for Monster Hunter World. I kind of fell off playing it because I didn't have nobody to play with, man. And the randoms you play with on there, they're hit or miss. Like, you could be grinding so crazy on beating a monster, and then the random person you play with just dies, bro. You can only die like 3 times as a team. So if I get killed and 2 other people get killed, that's the mission, bro. You got to start over, man. And it's just you got to have a good strategy, a good team. And you got to know what you're doing when you playing that game, bro. It's really good. I did not see the movie. Okay, they do have a Monster Hunter movie. I didn't watch it. I might watch it, man. But yeah, Monster Hunter World, number 7 on the list. Right. Number 8 on the list. If you have not played this game, I don't know where you've been at. This game has actually been talked about very frequently, and it has a lot to do with Maximilian. And this game is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Man, let me tell you, I remember getting this game at Walmart, man. My cousin Julius, he took me to Walmart, and for my birthday, he said, "What do you want?" I said, "I want a video game." So we went to the games, man, and I'm just looking, I'm just browsing, and I see Ryu on the front of this game. I was like, man, I don't know nothing about this game, but I want to play this game. And I got Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for my birthday, and I also got, I think it was like birthday cake ice cream that day or something like that, man. But man, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, bro, is an incredible game, man. I wish I can play it. The only way you can play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 right now is if you have a Dreamcast or some type of emulator to fire up the game, because you can't buy it nowhere, bro. You can't go GameStop, Target, Walmart, Meijer, nowhere. You cannot go nowhere and buy this game. You can't go on the Xbox store, PlayStation store, Nintendo store and buy this game. Okay, I miss playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2, bro. It's one of those games, man, like, I don't know what's going on with the relationship as far as Marvel and Capcom. Their last game they came out with, Marvel Infinite, was not that great. It was very low budget. I don't know what the hell they were thinking when they even put the game out. The actual gameplay is fire, though. It's fire gameplay. But the story and how the characters look and even the roster size was just lackluster, man. Lackluster, bro. Nothing would ever compare to Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I got Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on my Xbox. I play it from time to time. I don't play as much. But if I had Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I would be playing the hell out of it. So yeah, that is number 8 on the list. Right. Number 9. We get close to the end of this, man. And like I said before, these games are not in no type of specific order or anything. It's just a list, okay? And number 9 on the list is Bayonetta. Okay, Bayonetta is such a good game, man. I didn't know too much about Bayonetta until she came out in Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U and 3DS. Once she came out, I mean, I knew about her. I knew that she was like this real sexy character, and you know, she had a game. Excuse me. But I didn't play her before she came out on for DLC for the Wii U and 3DS. But once she did come out, I'm like, okay, I see her play style. I want to try her game. And man, let me tell you, I cannot wait for Bayonetta 3 to come out for the Switch. I have the Bayonetta playthrough on my YouTube channel. If you look through my YouTube channel, look through my videos, you will see I definitely play Bayonetta on this YouTube channel. Okay, man, her combos, her style, she's real sexy. She got the guns on her hands and on her feet. Okay, like who does that? Who thinks of that? Who thinks of that? Sorry if y'all heard the Facebook notification. I thought I turned that off. My bad. Sorry. Yeah, man, Bayonetta 1 is one of my favorite games. Bayonetta 2 was good. I didn't really have a chance to play it like that. I know they have it on the Switch. I might, download it or something like that. But I'm really waiting on Bayonetta 3, honestly. It's taking them forever to bring this game out, but I'm gonna definitely play it though. Yeah, but Bayonetta is number 9 on my list. Hey, number 10, my final pick, and it was a toss-up. I had different games I was going to mention, but this game in particular, let me tell you something. Pokemon Gold was my first. It was my first like Pokemon game that I owned and I played on my Game Boy Color. I had a see-through purple Game Boy Color at the time. I wish I still had it, man. Honestly. Man, Pokemon Gold, bro. It was, man, I played it so much. I remember I had gold and my cousin Snook, he had silver. Okay, and we used to just sit right next to each other and play. And we used to help each other get through certain parts, like, hey, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And I remember playing the game so much. When I turned the game off, I could still hear the music, bro. I don't know why, but I don't know if anybody ever had this issue playing a Pokemon game. I'm talking about old school Pokemon games that was on the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, and stuff like that. But the music, bro, was just, it used to be stuck in my head, man. I don't know why, bro. I think I played it so much, but I swear to God, I turned that Game Boy off and I could still hear the music. I don't know, man. But yeah, Pokemon Gold, man. Bruh, I remember opening the game for Christmas, man, and just the cover of the game, bro, was so beautiful, man. It had a Ho-Oh on there, and then just the gold cover, and just I didn't want to even open the game. But man, yeah, Pokemon Gold is number 10 on the list. If you enjoyed my list, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be trying to do these top 10s every week, maybe. If I can think of something else I can put in a top 10 category. If you like any of the games that I mentioned, please leave a comment down below. If you have any games that you think that you like, when you say, like, just leave a comment, bruh. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. This is something I'll be thinking about at work, man. I was like, man, I should do a top 10 video. And I get home and I'm doing it, bruh. You guys to do it. Alright, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it for real. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, guys.